Hi there, this is Steve, and I'm going to show you around in the calf nursery barn. We're going to start off where they're first born, where they go. So these two little rooms right here are called warming rooms. And when they're first born, we bring them out here, and there's fresh sawdust, and it's sanitized and disinfected for each calf. And there's a heater in there for when it's cold, and they stay in there for about 8 to 12 hours. Then Kristen, who's my sister, she's in charge of the calves. Then she brings them into this. We call this the bottle pen. They stay in this pen for about 1 week, and it's where they learn how to mingle with other calves and how to drink off a bottle from these holders right here. And they also get their first taste of dry feed. We call that calf starter. It gets their stomachs working. So, and the side walls have stainless steel. So when this gets cleaned out once a week, it gets disinfected to control disease. And then after a week, they come into here, into this center pen. In this room is what is called an automatic calf feeding system, and that takes milk or milk replacer, or for the heifers, and milk from the milking cows for the bull calves, and it feeds it automatically through those nipple stations. There's 3 of them. Now each calf has a collar, as you can see right there, and there's a white quarter size sensor on the collar. When they go in the chute over there, there's a computer that reads the collar, so it knows which calf it is, and it can mix up the milk accordingly. Now the computer is programmed to feed each calf up to 6 feedings per day, so the calf can go in whenever it feels hungry and drink. If it's had its 6 feedings for the day, the computer will not feed anymore. So this barn is not your conventional calf feeding system. It's more mimics the mother-calf relationship out on pasture. So then, when they're a few weeks old, they get moved out of this pen. This is where the boys and the girls, or the heifer calves and the bull calves, get separated. Heifer calves go into this pen, and they are on that feeding station right there. The bull calves go into this other pen right here, and there's a nipple station right over there for them. Now we separate the two because the heifer calves get a milk formula replacer, and the reason we do that is we don't want to spread any disease from the milking cows to the young heifer calves, because we want to have these heifer calves as replacements in the milking herd someday. The bull calves get waste milk from the milking cows, the milk that isn't suitable for selling, and that's okay because they're just going to be meat animals, and we're not going to be introducing them to the milking herd. This is the room where the milk mixing machine is. This is the actual automatic calf feeder. This tub is where the milk powder replacer is stored, and Kristen fills that up every day. So when a calf comes in to drink, there's a little blender down here, and the powder comes out of there and hot water comes out of there into there, and it mixes, and then it gets pumped to the milking station. There's a little calf drinking there. See the milk going through the line? See, it's mixing up right now for that calf. and then it'll get pumped to that calf. The bulls, this is what's called a milk jug, and this is what we put the waste milk in from the cows for the bull calves. So this is basically a mini milk cooler, and it holds 80 gallons total. So there is all kinds of information on here. It says what the temperature is, how much is in the tank, and how much it's cooling. Whoops. And that's the run time for the cooler and all that stuff. So this is more of an automated system. It's been a big learning curve, but I think we got it down pretty good now. And then we still use the bottles over here for feeding the newborns. So that's that. Here's a calf drinking. Hey there, little guy. It's a bull calf. See, the bull calves have their birthday on their ear tag. Little curious one there. This is the milk replacer that we buy in bags. Then that whole feeding system is controlled in the office here by this laptop computer. Now if you look on here, it shows each calf has a bar, and it shows if it's green, that's how much it ate, and if it's red, that means it didn't eat. So Kristen manages the calves on the computer. So instead of taking time to mix up milk and feed bottles to every single calf, she spends time managing through the computer, and the computer will flag calves that have not eaten or have gone a long amount of time without eating, and so she can manage that way. It isn't necessarily a labor savings, but it's a different type of management, more suitable for Kristen. And this is our big freezer. This is where we bring the mother's milk for the newborns, and we store it in here until we use it to feed them. So, well, this is about does it for the calf nursery barn. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, please ask, comment below, and I'll try to answer them. Thank you.